27, Monday, February 22nd. Can you hear it? That's Donald Trump freaking out because justice is coming for him. And here's the reality. He has every reason to freak out. The developments today, two different developments, are really bad for him. First, the headline everyone saw, the Supreme Court earlier today decided not to hear the case that Donald Trump wanted to block the Manhattan DA here where I live, Cyrus Vance, from getting financial records for 8 years. Now, this has been litigated before. I'm sure everyone recalls, went to the Supreme Court when Trump was president, where he claimed he was immune to any investigation while in office. Well, he's out of office and he lost that case. In any event, then he relitigated it back to the Supreme Court. Bottom line is the grand jury investigating Donald Trump via the DA's office here in Manhattan will get the 8 years of documents they want. What it will show, we don't know. We could speculate, but we don't know. We don't even know the full extent of Cyrus Vance's investigation. We know it involves the hush money payment, perhaps, taxes, fraudulent information on insurance applications, bank loans. That's all the information. The only thing we know is at one point the Manhattan DA put in pleadings when they were arguing for access to Donald Trump's records, quote, the investigation concerns a variety of business transactions and is based on information derived from public sources, confidential informants, and the grand jury's process. And so it's very broad. We're going to see how it works out. But I can tell you this, it's more than just that. It shows this is a very serious investigation. Quietly in the last few weeks, the Manhattan DA was subpoenaing more records from others, talking to other witnesses, investigating them. And then last week, to a little bit of fanfare, but not a lot, the Manhattan DA hired outside counsel to help him prosecute this case, a man named Mark Pomerantz. Mark Pomerantz is a former federal prosecutor who prosecuted in his heyday the Gambino crime family here in New York City, including John Gotti Jr. This is how serious this guy is. He went to a crime family prosecutor to help him with Donald Trump and his crime family. That's got to freak out Donald Trump. This, again, is someone outside. They brought him in. Mark Pomerantz, look him up. Really impressive pedigree as a prosecutor. So now you understand why Trump is freaking out, but it's not just that, there's more than that. Today, Joe Biden's nominee for Attorney General Merrick Garland testified before the Senate. Looks very clear he'll be confirmed. He's going to be confirmed no matter what. We have 50 votes on our side. You had Vice President Harris, you get the 51, but Republicans are going to support him. At least one or two already said they will. I'm sure a lot others will. Here's the thing, what Merrick Garland said about the January 6th terrorist attack, that's his number one priority. And he said about the investigation, we begin with the people on the ground and we work our way up to those who are involved and further involved. He also talked about looking into and investigating white supremacy. Again, got to freak Trump out. So Merrick Garland did his best to say that this investigation is not just people on the ground. That's where it begins. It goes up to see who radicalized them, who incited them, who maybe conspired with them in different ways. This very well could lead to Donald Trump. So hence, Donald Trump's statement freaking out a short time ago, where he used terms like fascism, which is ironic because he's a fascist, but that's what he does. He always projects. Talked about, again, claiming he won the election, which is unreal, but that's what liars do. And the rest is like lie, 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 fascism. Lie, 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 stolen election, that kind of garbage. The bottom line is Donald Trump is freaking. And I have to be honest, as a lawyer, he has every reason to be concerned. This is a whole new investigation. Now that Cyrus Vance, the Manhattan DA, has the documents he wants, and even before that hired Mark Pomerantz, well-known federal prosecutor, and had been subpoenaing others and getting more records from Deutsche Bank and other companies related to that in the last few weeks quietly, they wouldn't have hired Mark Pomerantz if they didn't have already something to look at potential criminality. The new records today probably will help that. I can't tell you. I mean, from day one, I will tell you this very clearly. Nobody should be prosecuted for political reasons. Just because I despise Donald Trump, think he's a threat to America, the evidence isn't there to prosecute him, he should not be prosecuted. That's not what you do in America. That's not what you do in a democracy. At the same time, you don't defer prosecutions for political reasons either. Like, we want unity, so we won't prosecute Donald Trump. So in either case, we'll see how this plays out. Trump is freaking. He should be. Michael Cohen was on MSNBC today taunting Trump, saying he might want to get a custom-designed orange jumpsuit. I'm sure that helped add to the sweat level of Donald Trump. Donald Trump Jr. is freaking out on Twitter. And one of the concerning things in Donald Trump's statement today, he talked about, we won't let this happen. Exact words from his January 6th speech to his followers right before they attacked the Capitol. We won't stand for this. We won't let this happen. It's again a call to arms. He doesn't have the power he did when he was president. We don't know how many of his radical supporters are still would engage in violence, but we'll be covering this closely on my show. My show's live 6 to 9 p.m. Hope you'll join us. If you don't subscribe to SiriusXM, go to the website. 6 to 9 p.m. Free trials on the website. Check it out. Join our conversation. Join our family. We got so much work to do. If you want progress, stay active. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's preview